This episode of Unqualified is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. On the drive to and from my parents' house in Washington State, we almost always stop at two particular McDonald's, one in Salem, Oregon, and another in Eureka, California. At the moment, we are in the parking lot of the Salem location, and I just finished a Big Mac and fries. Even though we are just passing through, I appreciate the familiarity and feeling of community. The other day, I was looking through my mother-in-law's photo album and came across a photo where she and her friends are standing in front of a McDonald's wearing their cheerleading uniforms. I usually call my mother-in-law New Mom, but her name is Marcia. Under the photo, Marcia had written a note, and I talked her into letting me read it here. San Bernardino, California. I have so many memories of this McDonald's over the years. My father took me there on what I think was opening day. What a thrill it was as a young girl to order a chocolate shake, hamburger, and French fries. Then there was the time when my cousin Hinda and I were given a tour and allowed to take dill pickles by the cupful out of a huge barrel. We must have eaten 100 pickles each. Everyone in my family knows the story of how I accidentally missed the ketchup container and dipped a fry into my milkshake. Now when I dip fries in my shake, it's on purpose. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mother and my cousin Noel Novak, Larry's brother, picked me up from dance class, and we went for dinner to celebrate Noel's graduation from high school. Years later, when I was in high school, we would go to McDonald's every Friday night after the football game. I wish you could see this photo. Marcia couldn't remember if they won the game that night, but everyone is smiling as if they did. Wherever your local McDonald's is, there's nothing better than that wonderful feeling of community. Well, maybe that feeling is tied with eating a Big Mac. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
I love that. Should we go to call?
Yeah, let's go to the calls
Okay.
now.
I don't know if you know this
I don't know.
part.
Let's explain this to...
You give relationship advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
I really like this pen.
Guys, now he's a liar.
Can I really have this?
You can. I have a bunch of them.
Let's see if we can get that
do
first
like it. I
call set
love
up right now.
Laughed loudly.
We're going to call Angel. He needs a little bit of help. What are you looking for, Anna?
No. I just was grateful.
marveling
grateful
at my
to,
amazing
yes,
pen.
yes.
So Angel is in Southern California. He's 20 years old. And let's see if we can get him on the line right now. And by the way, when we take this call, we're going to have two microphones that are going to be on either side. Cassie and Amy will have them. So if you want to chime in with some of your own advice, just raise your hand. And either Cassie or...
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Did you tell me that was going to happen before?
I did. And you, just like always, you never listen to
I know.
a word I say.
I'm sorry.
Ever.
I like that leather jacket.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's not leather, I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like your pleather.
Thank you.
Okay, so Angel is in Southern California.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Angel!
Hi, oh my god.
Sorry, we all screamed at the same time. Angel, it's Sim, and you're on with Anna. Say hi to Anna.
Hello, Anna, oh my god.
And you are also here
Hi,
with
Angel.
Seth Rogen.
Hi.
Hi, okay, this is insane because I'm a huge fan of both of you two, so this is like, I'm shook.
Oh, well, we love you.
By the way, you're also here with about 200 of our friends. Do you guys want to say hi to Angel?
Hi, everyone.
All right, so Angel, talk to us about what happened the other night.
Okay, so I have been dating my boyfriend for, like 3 months, and I realized that I could not recall his last name, which is a problem. And I felt like after, 3 months of dating, it's too late now. Like, you can't ask somebody you've been dating for 3 months what their last name is. So he had stepped away for a minute, and I look over and I see his wallet, and on the spur of the moment, I decided to just glance really quickly at his ID so I could see his last name. When I do, I realize that he has lied to me about his entire name, like the state he comes from, and his ethnicity. Like, he lied to me about his, like, entire identity. And what I need to know is, like, how do I confront him about this? Because I have no idea what to say to him.
I want to know what state he claimed to be from and then what state he was really from.
He claims to be from Texas, but he's from here.
Okay.
This relationship sounds all fucked up.
It is fucked up.
I would end it.
Yeah. But
Hold on, Seth. Hang on.
Yeah.
We're not going to end this right
know the
now.
last name of the guy he's dating, and the guy he's dating has been lying to him.
Yeah, but there's a reason. Why do you think he's lying to you?
I have no idea. I have no clue. Like,
Have you Googled his real name?
I don't know his real name. Well, I do know it now.
No, but now that you know his real name, have you looked him up to see if, like, his last boyfriend went missing?
Well, that's another thing. I looked him up, and I cannot find a thing. There's no social media. I can't find anything. Like, he's, like, off the grid, and it's kind of terrifying. Like, you don't know who you're sleeping with.
terrifying and sexy or just terrifying?
No, it's terrifying. Like, what am I doing?
Does he have a job? Where does he work? What do you know about
And how
this
did
guy?
you guys meet?
That's another thing. Okay. I didn't realize until I'm saying all this out loud how awful this is, but I also don't necessarily know where his income comes from, and he makes a lot of money.
He's a drug dealer.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize until just now how shady all this sounds. Like, I just said it all out loud, and it sounds horrible.
Well, sometimes you can reach your own conclusions, Angel, and it sounds like that's what just happened.
Well, the advice I need is I don't know how to confront him. Like, what do I say to him?
Oh boy. Okay, so I am a little bit worried. Is he potentially a physical threat in your life? Like, are you scared for your life?
I'm not, because even though this is shady, like, I trust him. I just feel he has good vibes, even though, like, he's a liar.
I gotta tell you, I don't totally blame Angel. I feel like I would.
Maybe ask him.
I mean, listen, I
Maybe
don't think
just
you
come
should
clean on the
proceed with
whole
this,
deal.
but I'm just saying.
Be like, yo, we both have some explaining to do. I didn't know your last name, so I looked at your fucking shit, and I found you've been lying to me, dude. So we're both guilty here.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
good
How
way
does
to
that
do it.
sound?
That sounds good, but I'm real nervous.
What are you afraid of? What do you think is going to happen if you confront him about all this stuff?
Well, I just don't know how he's going to react. When you have money and I don't have money, I'm, like, barely getting by, and he has a lot of money. And so, I mean, when you're dating somebody who does not have a lot of money and they come to you and say, I looked through your wallet, what's your first thought? You know what I mean?
I don't think he's going to think that you're trying to steal his money.
Well, you know what? He'll reveal his hand pretty quickly, because if on one hand he thinks that you're stealing his money, that says something about him. If on the other hand he acts completely guilty
This is
and
a fucked
sort
up
of,
situation.
Yeah. This is where we
This is a
go.
real toughie. This is a toughie.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? If he immediately is apologetic, I think that says something about his feelings for you.
Have you had, like, frank conversations with him about anything else?
There's a lot of aspects of my life that he wasn't priorly comfortable with, like I do drag and stuff like that. So we have had uncomfortable conversations, but it's just this one thing for some reason is, like, it's terrifying me, and I've been holding it in for a long time, and I'm kind of building up a resentment.
Okay, so
Angel, don't worry. But
and,
does anyone have
Cassie,
any
right next
thoughts
to you.
about our
Yes.
personal
Say
experience?
what's
I
your
don't
name?
know.
My name's Paul. And
Hello.
I'm just wondering if that's his fake ID.
Ooh, maybe he's
Who knows if his ID is real?
Dude, you just
great
look
call.
young.
Oh.
Could that be his fake ID?
It could be. What if he, like, stole somebody's identity?
How old is he telling you he is? Because you're 20, right? So is he around the same age as you?
Yeah.
He's under 21?
He claims he's 25. But
He claims he's 25.
And did he give a reason for all the money? Like, have you inquired? You haven't really inquired, right? He just.
Well, no, I did ask him about what his income was from, and he said he is he's getting, like, his master's degree, eventually his PhD, and so he does research with the school, and I guess he says he gets a lot of money from that, but I'm not sure how that works.
Very shady. It's all
that
shady.
doesn't make
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like he made it up, right? Like, it sounds like he's, like, lying.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Mitch.
Mitch has some advice.
Well, I think since you're 20 years old, I
Yeah.
think that you didn't remember his last name after 3 months. He's not telling you the truth. You're going to just end it, and probably in 3 years it won't really matter anymore. So
Right.
I think you just need to kill the relationship, suck up your losses, and build some trust with the next relationship, and try to remember people's last names.
That's the best relationship we can possibly get.
Really good advice.
Thank you.
All right, well, Angel, we're going to go. I hope you can use that advice.
Yeah, Angel, will you please keep in touch with us? And I'm also sort of curious about what this guy said he was getting his PhD in.
This guy's 20, so
yeah, he must be
just his age.
Exactly.
No, but that would be a really
Completely.
crafty 17-year-old, huh?
Yeah, maybe he's 17. Damn.
Well, I won't get into that right now. But Angel,
thank you for calling.
Thank you guys all so much for I will
advice.
keep in touch, and I will
Talk to him.
Okay, but just, and be careful.
I like that one had a little mystery to it.
I was crazy about Murder, She Wrote when I was a kid. Did you like Murder, She Wrote?
No, but I watched Law and Order SVU like for hours a day.
Oh, yeah, you're a little young for Murder, She Wrote.
No, I saw Murder, She Wrote also. I'm just saying I didn't love Murder, She Wrote.
It's, those shows are like the Sesame Street for kids, though.
How is she there for all the murders? Like, she lives in this town where and everyone's getting...
She brings death. That was the final episode.
The big reveal at the end is she's murdering everybody.
She's murdering everyone. Yeah. That would be amazing. That was like the Lost type
twist.
Yeah, she draws death.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and the lofty goal of creating boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Sunglasses, with or without a prescription, start at $95 and, just like eyeglasses, are available through their home try-on program. You just choose 5 pairs and see which ones you like. I was surprised by how quickly they arrived, which presented me with the immediate problem of deciding which ones to keep. I loved all of them, so you can guess what happened. And not only can you feel good about how cool you look, you can also feel good knowing that for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need through partnerships with nonprofits like Vision Spring. Offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams, Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. So put your FSA or HSA dollars to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/unqualified. That's warbyparker.com/unqualified. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by ZocDoc. Who gets excited about trying a new restaurant that has 2 out of 5 stars? When it comes to finding healthcare, don't ratings matter even more? ZocDoc is a free app where you can compare doctors, read reviews from real patients, and even make same-day appointments. When I finally called to reschedule my dentist appointment, I was told that my dentist had been retired for nearly 3 years. In my defense, parking was a nightmare. Through ZocDoc, I found a new dentist who had great reviews, took my insurance, and whose office was actually within walking distance. I was also able to book an appointment instantly without talking to a receptionist who made me feel guilty about not having my teeth cleaned for 3 years. My new dentist didn't make me feel guilty either, and only suggested I floss a little more often. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc makes healthcare easy. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/unqualified and download the ZocDoc app. Sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor who might be available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/unqualified.
We have one person in the audience right now that is brave enough to come up, and she wants to talk about her situation and get our help. Her name is Stephanie, and Stephanie is here somewhere. Where is she?
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, come on up. Let's give Stephanie a round of applause.
Do we have... Oh. Hi.
Hi. Oh my God. wonderful to meet you.
Thank you so much for doing this.
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Tim.
Hi.
Mr. Rogan.
I'm Seth.
Thanks, Stephanie.
No problem. Thank you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't going to touch it.
I really like your coat.
Thanks. I'm
Normally
nervous
when I
about it, but now I feel
No, I love it.
Thanks.
When I tell people that I like something, they give it to me usually.
Kind of an
Have it.
understanding she has.
Okay, would you mind opening up your heart and soul to us?
Yes.
No problem.
Stephanie, you're recently divorced. Tell us how that's affecting your dating life right now, and hopefully we can help.
Okay, so I'm a law student, and I got divorced during my first year of law school.
How long had you been married?
I was married for a year. I think really the divorce was longer. And I married him against the wishes of my parents, my family, and my friends. And they were right. It was a very volatile relationship, and I'm so much better on this side of the fence. It's just now my family and friends who I'm very close to are very overprotective of me right now. They don't want me to date. They don't even want me to look at other men. They're very fearful of me. They're to the point where they're babying me. And I'm 26 and I still live at home since I go to law school full time. And it's made dating hard. I am seeing someone that I met, and he is wonderful. And I am.
You do have a glow.
I'm sorry?
You have that in love glow.
Thank you. Yeah, no, he's like unlike anyone else I've ever dated. He is wonderful, but I'm fearful because I don't think anyone's going to believe me if I tell them I am in love or that this guy is great. My mom she's met him and really distant, doesn't really want to get to know him and doesn't even want to speak to him. And I think she's waiting for him to turn into my ex-husband. Sort of like turning.
He's not going to give him a chance at all at this point.
No one's giving him it. My family's just very distant. I haven't introduced him to my friends yet.
How long has it been again since your divorce?
My divorce was final in September.
And then since your separation?
March.
Okay.
So.
Well, you're talking to a couple of divorcees right here.
Yes, I know.
Describe a man as a divorcee?
I think so, yeah. I think I'm considered one as well, right?
I don't know. A divorceo?
Divorceo. Divorcino.
No, it's a incredibly hard journey. But let me ask you this: do you think that your current boyfriend is complete? Because what I learned, oh my God, did you hear that screaming?
Yeah.
That
Eddie
was
Redmayne.
That's Eddie Redmayne.
Strikes again.
But like what I learned from my divorce and like the relationships that I've been in, which have not been that many, the poor Seth is like, oh God, when the fuck can I go home?
I'm excited to hear about that.
But that I took some a series of complicated relationships attempting for me to become a little more mature, to recognize what I really wanted in somebody. And Chris, my husband, is in like stark contrast to any of the other people that I've been with. Four people. It's really not very many. I wish there were more on the roster, but anyway. But do you feel like this guy is completely different from your ex?
Completely different from like anyone I've ever dated in my life. And he's 29, so he's a little older, but he's night and day from my ex, night and day from anyone. I feel like I'm finally dating like an adult male, and it's nice. Like there's no games. It's such an easy relationship, and he's in law school too, so that really helps.
All right, so I believe her, and I feel like she's ready to pursue this relationship. How do we convince her parents that this is the right thing for her to do?
I think the guy has to convince them just by slugging it out. Like, I think unless it's like an outwardly toxic vibe they're putting out there, having like a not the best relationship with like the girl you're dating's parents, I hate to say, is like not the most uncommon thing in the whole world probably. And like, I know people that have overcome like outwardly bad relationships with the parents of the people they're dating. And so, and only the strength of the relationship is the thing that allowed that to happen. And so I think it's kind of, again, unless it's like really toxic, I could kind of get you get like, cause your parent, I mean, everyone isn't being like totally irrational. You have to say like, it's somewhat logical what they're saying. They're wrong in this instance, but it's based on things that have happened in the past.
Definitely.
And so
Their love for you.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know they do it because they love me. Yeah, definitely.
And so I think like, unless it becomes like outwardly volatile, then he's just got to like slug it out and prove that he is not the things that they think he is.
Are you the youngest in your family?
I'm the second oldest.
Are you the only person who's living at home right now with your?
No, my 2 younger sisters live at home too.
Okay, because I was gonna think like, well, maybe your parents are trying to keep, which they probably are. But
how does your boyfriend feel about all this?
He feels like he's sad. Like he wants to be liked by my family because he knows how close I am to them. But he is just slugging it through. That's kind of his attitude right now. He's like, I'm just gonna.
But does he see a silver lining, or does he get annoyed?
No, he doesn't get annoyed at all. He's very sweet about it. And he's like, I understand your ex was awful. You know, I'm kind of this new guy coming in post-divorce. I know it's going to be hard. I don't mind sticking around and waiting it out.
That's good.
I would, before you have to, like, before you get too stressed about the relationship with your parents and him, I would go to your friends. I would introduce your friends to him. And trust and express these exact concerns. Like, listen, I know that you're wary of my judgment. I love you so much. I know that you love me. I really love this guy. I'm totally into him. He does this and this and this. And I think your friends, a good friend, will totally have your back. I think,
Wait,
right?
Is he here?
Yeah, he's here. He's
Hi!
Can we bring him up?
Well, we're your friends.
Exactly.
What's his name? Is he? I don't want to put him on the spot. I feel bad.
No, his name's Carl. He's
Carl,
It's a great name.
are you here?
Hi.
Do you mind coming up?
Oh, I love this.
I'm going to give him my mic. Hello, Cassie, do you have your mic?
Nice.
no mic for
He
you.
looks great.
Hey. How are you, Anna? Oh, we saw
Nice
you
to
guys.
meet you.
Yeah. How you doing?
You
Here.
can sit right next to you.
This is Seth Rogen.
I'm Seth. Have a seat. Ignore my
Here's a
beverages.
mic for
I'm
you.
done anyway with that.
You can sit right there next to her. Or you can sit on the couch. Wherever you want.
Hey, thanks for being up here. This is amazing.
I didn't get to sit next to Seth Rogen.
I can already tell
There's a
you're a
buffer.
fucking awesome guy.
I'm just glad I made new friends today.
You are dressed exactly like my sweet husband, and I love you for that. I love
That
that.
comment alone is going to make him so happy. He's obsessed with Chris Pratt.
I know.
Not obsessed. That
This
makes
is
me
from the
sound
Chris Pratt line.
That's not a bad idea.
Good idea.
You'll get your share.
I own 10%.
Yeah.
Blair will get her part.
All right. So what are you going to do? Do you win over the family? Win over the friends? It's a lot of pressure. Are we in a culture now? I was going to ask like some people out here. Like, it feels like there's been a shift in sort of like do guys feel the burden or
Yes,
burden of,
they do. I
but
do.
Still, no. But do they feel it anymore? Of like, I feel like there's less. I don't know if it's out being in LA, and I don't know. I haven't.
What are you asking?
Well, I'm asking, like, do guys still feel a sense of, like, trying to win over a woman's family?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah,
Even
but
if.
that's because you guys are good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering if you're 22, do you still feel a sense
Yes,
of, like,
of course.
I think everyone just knows inherently that your life will be better if your
Right.
partner's parents like you. And it'd
I
be worse.
don't think that anybody knows that inherently. At least
But
I
think
have
you learn
lived
it. I
through
think
that.
You learn it, but I think you learn it. But like if you're in a relationship, then you learn it, right?
I guess if you're in a relationship that you really, really want to
Yeah.
be in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we're not letting you talk at all.
Yeah.
But
I'm okay with that.
No. We need to ask you some questions.
Are you going to slug it out? You
Yeah.
just slug it out.
I am going to slug it out.
Just slug it out.
Yeah.
I love that.
He seems like a really cool, laid-back guy. He doesn't seem. You've got a good. I can just tell you have
Yeah.
a really good boyfriend. He's not going to
think
give you.
so,
He's not going to be a
too.
pain in the ass at all about this. I can tell.
I agree.
And I feel like you guys are going to get your law degrees and do really good work for like
Yeah.
the environment.
Right.
You guys will get me out of jail one day.
The environment.
No, I think that. So what about the friends though? well, that's the thing too.
Well, I've met some of them in the party context. So I don't really...
In a party context?
Right, like she's at a party and like I've met them and, you know, one of many people. So I don't feel like it'll be that big of a shock.
And afterwards, were your friends like, he's nice?
most of them, yeah, they were like, yeah.
That's good.
They're like, he's nice, but maybe you should wait.
Not like, I don't like too much. I don't know. I would say be wary of the friends who are not appreciating your happiness.
Yeah, I agree with that very much. So
yeah, if
good advice.
You know what I mean? Like if those are, I don't know. Those are people that like it's not an exact comparison, but like early on with like doing the scary movies, like if a friend would say something like, "Oh my God, you got so lucky," I would feel like, yes, I know that I did, but that's not exactly a there's sort of like
you like won the lottery.
Yeah. It's like, well,
you're like anyone. It could happen to anyone, but it happened to you. So
yeah. So I don't know. I would say be wary of friends who aren't supportive in your happiness, and think about their agendas too. If they're single, or if they're like experiencing jealous stuff, or if they're like, well, we went through all this other stuff with you before. Well, fuck yeah, because that's what a friend does. Of course.
Do you think if he hangs in long enough, your family is going to come around to him and realize that he is a really good dude?
Yeah, I do. Him and my dad, I have a lot in common. They're really into building things and cars, man stuff.
Quiet man garage.
Watching college football.
You guys are not Jewish either.
So I think, him and my dad would get along swimmingly, and he's got a great sense of humor, which is super important to me and my dad.
Where are you both? Are you both from Southern California area?
I am. He's not.
No, I was born and raised in Ohio, and then I moved to Louisiana for the past 10 years or so.
Oh, okay. How do you like California?
It's different.
You're up here on the
I mean, I've always wanted to be out here, so it's a good change.
And so you like it out here?
Yeah, I don't have to deal with hurricanes.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like Los Angeles? What are your Los Angeles feelings?
I've been here for so long.
Yeah.
It's home now, mostly. It's mostly home now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you move back to Vancouver?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't like the weather, so I can't.
Mm-hmm.
But I would.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I don't know.
Just hang in there. I remember when my grandparents started liking my dad, just for context. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like I was like 20. So it could take a while. But then he had a good run for 15 years.
I love this is a little sidetrack, but but Seth's parents would come to set a lot on Observe and Report.
They would.
And it was so sweet because it reminded me a lot of my parents. But you would do a take, and I would be behind the monitors with your parents, and they would just guffaw. They'd be like, "Oh, he's so funny! Oh, he is so funny! He is just..." And then you would come back to behind them, and they'd be like, "Oh, my honey, you were so fun. Oh, Seth, you were so. Do you want some hummus, honey? You were so funny. You were." But they also did that with me too. They were, "Oh,
they're huge fans of yours.
Oh my God,
it's all genuine."
But it felt like, because my parents are very similar to that too. And it sort of feels like I could be, as unqualified as I clearly am, but with parents like that, it's like, well, you can't not lose, because they're just like, anything you do is
good.
But
I wouldn't have kept trying to be I'm very fragile. If my parents were like, "Give it up," I'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah. But my parents took to Chris pretty immediately, and I'm grateful for that, because my last relationship was. But they also, I was in a place where I wouldn't accept any. I wouldn't accept any criticism of my previous relationships. I was always like, "This is." I'm
I was
gonna make
the same
this
way.
work. Yeah,
I was in denial, I think.
Yeah, and so I wouldn't hear anything critical, and so I think people were afraid to tell me their feelings. So I found out in a tidal wave afterwards of "Oh my God, we always hated so and so." I don't know. I think that Sorry.
I have high hopes for you kids.
Keep them around and see what happens.
Yeah.
I will keep him around.
Yeah. And I think, like, parents are suckers for, as long as you express your love and affection and in a non-creepy way, like parents love
both.
For her, both. Yeah, for both. Yeah. I think it's definitely it's parents are suckers for being buttered up, and the more compliments about her, the better. Like, yeah.
I agree.
So, Stephanie, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much, Carl. And yeah, thanks for being brave enough. And so, wait, when do you guys graduate?
We're in our second year, so May 2018, if you want to come.
I totally want to come. I love nothing more than a law school graduation ceremony. Yeah.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
I just want to say, during that whole, I was really depressed at the end of my marriage, and one of the biggest things that helped me get through it was your podcast.
Oh my God.
So you guys are doing such a great thing here.
Thanks.
So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thanks. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. This started as like a weird hobby, and I told Sim, I was like, I don't know, I ordered some microphones off Amazon. Like, how hard could it be? It's been a really wonderful journey, and thank you. And now here we are, and thank you guys for hanging in there for so fucking long, listening to us jibber jabber. Did anyone have anything that they wanted to add, though?
I'll give the audience a choice right now.
Okay. Oh, choice.
Choice. We have a choice. There is one more guest that's in the audience right now that needs help. We have some time. Should we bring her up here? But I want you guys to help her as well. So we're going to have microphones, and you guys are going to help her as well. So it's going to be audience participation right now. So let's thank Stephanie and
Carl.
Charles. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
Carl, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so yeah, Amy. Amy, oh, hooray.
Hi, Amy.
God, another brave
There you
soldier.
go. Thank you for being so brave. Have a seat.
I think I got burned. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'll send you the bill. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm a little hungover. It's Halloween weekend. So, I mean, what do you expect? But I'll do my best.
So, Amy, why do you feel like you're the worst friend right now?
In a nutshell. Okay, so this goes back about 4 years ago. I was watching a reality television show with my friend, and it was The Bachelor. I don't know if you've heard of that. And we saw a guy on there, and I was like, whoa, he's like really cute. And she was like, oh my gosh, yeah, he's like my dream guy. And I, didn't really think of anything after that. And so fast forward to now, she's like, that's her like celebrity crush. And,
keep going.
Okay.
I'm loving this.
This is like this is her guy. And they actually just recently went on a day date, but he brought another friend with him. So it was kind of like not a real date. But he ended up, we like know each other through this guy. We know each other through mutual friends, and we like run in the same circle. So he starts messaging me. We've hung out before in like a group setting. But he like wants to, I don't know, he wants to hang out and like texts me, and I'm pretty sure he's like a pretty big player, because he wasn't actually engaged. He won The Bachelor, so. So he's
You
really
didn't have to say that.
This is all important.
No, everyone can look him up.
Oh, stop.
A lot of people have won The Bachelor.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Okay, so.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
So.
Trying to protect his identity.
Who cares?
Why? Yeah.
He's not like whatever. So
Really care about your privacy. You don't go on The Bachelor.
thank you. Yeah. So
Good point.
yeah. So he's very successful. Like he's cute. Is it the whole like hose before bros situation?
Right.
But it's like I don't know. And like she would be devastated.
She
and
would?
I know. I mean, yeah.
Because she thinks she has a serious future with this guy?
Well, you don't think so?
Well, it's tricky. You do lay out a complicated scenario.
So, yeah. So, I know it's not going to be like a situation where I'm going to end up dating him. I really don't think so. But
you like him.
I do, and he's really fun, and we have chemistry. But I don't want to hang out with him.
He's an airplane pilot. No, I don't know. That's the only season I watched. That.
What?
Should we go to the audience?
Yeah. So, because I want to know sort
Amy,
of
Amy, who do you have?
Well, if you're not going to plan on dating
What's your name, sir?
Jenny.
It's a woman.
I can't see anything.
Sorry, yes. Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Thank you.
Well, what's the point of continuing talking to this person if you're not really planning on dating or anything? I mean, it sounds
fun.
like
I don't know.
He just wants to have fun.
Well, I think she wants permission. Yeah. Sorry,
I don't think you guys are going to give it to me, which is fine.
No, but I think but if I'm reading you right, you do want to date him, and you want sort of permission. And listen, I'm not sure if I'm not giving it to you. I don't know. It's like, but I feel always weird when a friend is like offended if we have the same boots or something.
Yeah, we have the same type for sure.
But is this person like a really good friend? That means no. So
like, she's not my ride or die, but like we hang out.
Then I mean, I guess my approach would be if it was a good friend, I would just tell them like, "Yo, I remember you like this guy, but he's talking to me, so you just have to deal with that. I'm sorry. Like, this is the situation. This is how it shook out. So you can either be mad at me that a guy likes me and not you, or you could just deal with it. I mean, I wouldn't use any of the words I just used, but I think, like, semantics aside, that should be the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
But I would say it. I'd say, like, I know you were going to be offended, which you shouldn't be, I don't think. But anyway, because I know that about you, I'm going to tell you that this is a guy that I've been talking to, and I'm going to hook up with him if I can. And then I'm going to get free air ride tickets because he's an airplane pilot. I just said air ride. And so, I would, if you know, then just say it. And if she's like, fuck you, don't date him, that's a good opportunity to be like, why? That's crazy. But if you know, then like somewhere in your brain,
Have they been in contact at all in the last?
He kind of ghosted her after the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
but that was like a month ago, maybe.
This is a kind of. I feel a little uncomfortable asking you this question, but I'm going to forge ahead. But when you guys reached out via social media, will she be able to accuse you of sort of being the aggressor?
I mean, she probably will, regardless,
right?
Because she'll.
Is there truth in that, though? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's okay. Well, you don't have to answer it, but
a lot more layers to this.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. Like, I always thought he was like attractive, and I was kind of like, so why, you know, I didn't see the harm. Like, I was like, this is never going to happen. He doesn't live here, and then he recently moved, and that's when it became kind of more a thing.
Well, I think that this is so tricky because I don't want you to not pursue love. Because
it's love. I'm in love, guys.
She's not pursuing love. She just wants. Correct me if I'm wrong. You just want to have fun, right?
On the
no, listen. I can have fun anywhere. It's like I actually like this guy. Like, but as far as the potential, like obviously you don't know, but probably not. But maybe I don't know.
You're attracted to the guy. You think he's hot. You want to see where it goes.
Yeah.
How can we blame her for those things?
Then give her the final advice right now.
Oh God, I think Seth is completely right that you have to kind of be straightforward with her. I would definitely. I think. Honestly, even though Seth said that I wouldn't use any of those words, I would use a lot of those words. And if the more that you sort of are delicate with her, the more license she'll have to be dramatic about it. So I think that being
downplay it.
Yeah. Just be like, hey,
yo.
Yeah, downplay it.
We're hooking
hey,
up
remember
now.
that dude that? Yeah. But it's definitely it'll probably cause a rift. And then if you guys are good enough friends, it'll come back.
You guys are not going to care about this guy in a year.
She might. This is like, I don't know.
She's a big fan of The Bachelor.
She really is. She wants to be on.
Yeah, I think. Do you guys have any thoughts? I mean,
yes.
I don't know. When
anyone here?
I crush hard. Like it's
who has a mic?
Easy for
Cassie,
would
you?
I got it.
What's your name?
I'm Becky. I'm Amy's friend.
Oh shit.
Hi. guy.
Oh
What
my God.
Are you the one who likes
No,
the
no,
guy?
no, no, no.
Whoa.
No.
That would have been the best podcast ever.
No. I could care less about that guy. Ugh.
Damn.
But the other, her friend, who's kind of a psycho, so
Oh, okay.
she's a little crazy, but she has been obsessed with this guy for years and years and years. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know how they even met him. When they told me, they're like, oh yeah, we met him. I'm like, how have you met him? It's been years. And then he just popped up out of nowhere. It was the weirdest thing. But I think he's gross. I think they should just both forget about him and move on.
All right.
The best advice came from your friend. Thank you so much.
I agree with that, honestly.
Yeah, completely. Yeah.
I hate to generalize a group of people, but if you've been on The Bachelor, you're probably a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Girls like the douches. I'm sorry, I do.
It's true.
I like the bad boys.
But that's why you have to decide, is it worth losing your friend over a guy who will 100,000% inevitably prove to be a douchebag? And if the answer is yes, then that's great.
Oh, this is the best
Seth,
advice
you're
you've ever
really
received.
qualified.
Only when it comes to The Bachelor.
So, Amy, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much.
And will you please be in touch with us? I gotta know what happens. You're dealing with too crazy. You're in the wait. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. We love you.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by State Farm. And in honor of their surprisingly great auto insurance rates, I'm going to tell you about a particularly surprising day on set. It takes me a long time to read a script. For almost every line of dialogue, I will stop to figure out why my character would say it, how it fits in the conversation, and how it's going to come out of my mouth. Between the lines, there are larger chunks of text which describe everything else happening in the scene. Maybe what a room looks like, what characters are wearing, and what they're doing. As I often underestimate how long everything in my life takes, I know I can make up some time by reading those larger chunks a little faster. I got the script for Overboard about 6 months before we started production. I read it in my warm living room, wearing comfortably warm clothes, sipping from a warm mug of tea. Somehow, it never occurred to me that when you jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean, the water is surprisingly cold. And it doesn't get any warmer on take 2. Here at Unqualified, we love State Farm because they provide coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Osea. Wondering what to gift your friends and family this holiday season? Female founded over 25 years ago by a mother and daughter team, Osea's award-winning cleansers, serums, face moisturizers, and body products give you the results you want. Skin that looks and feels amazing. I recently got to try Osea's new body butter, which, like their now famous Undaria algae body oil, transforms dry skin without being greasy, has the same incredible scent, and leaves your skin soft, smooth, and healthy looking. If my experience is any indication, you can count on your partner giving you a lot of compliments. This holiday season, stock up and share your new favorite clean skincare and body care with your friends and family. Unqualified listeners get 10% off your first order with promo code ANNA at OseaMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. Gifting is always easier if you start early, so head to OSEAMalibu.com. Use code ANNA.
Thank you, Becky, and
before we wrap it up,
and Jenny. Wherever Jenny went. Thank you, guys.
Before we wrap it up, let's say bye to our special guest here and thank him.
Hey, Seth.
Hey.
It was such a huge coup.
It was
to get
so
you.
much fun to be
Thank
here.
you so much. I know it was a really long time. And
No, not at all. I thrive in the 4-hour format.
But no, when we found out that you were going to do this, I
can't thank you enough.
Yeah, Sim and I were
My
just
pleasure.
beyond.
Anytime.
We are. Wait, we're not. Wait. Stay right there. You're not leaving.
It sounded like you were.
No. Stay. No. So Mondo Cosmo will be back right now to close us out with the USC marching band. It's called.
Didn't I see you fighting in the war back in 1942? Every time I shapeshift in the form, I'm standing there right next to you. I keep searching all these dying stars just to get a glimpse of you. And all I have to do to drift away is close my eyes and think of you. Whenever I think of her, whenever I think of her, whenever I think of her, whenever I think of her. Didn't you see you tearing down the wall back in 1989? Didn't you feel my hand against your heart when I told you you were always mine? The best days of all my lives were spent dreaming of. The best days of all my lives were spent dreaming of. The best days of all my lives were spent dreaming on the afterlife. Whenever I think of her, 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 yeah, whenever I think of her. Thanks a lot, everybody.